Hello, 7th and 8th grade ELA. Today I'm going to be reading you your third and final article about platypuses. I will read the article and the questions. For Thursday and Friday, you don't have anything, so I'm assuming it's to make sure you get all this done. Each article had 2 sets of questions, so in theory, you could read an article and answer a question one day and then answer the second question, do it however you want. Without further ado, protecting the platypus. It was cold at Camp Platypus. The residents of the makeshift encampment huddled, drank steaming cups of tea, and warmed themselves over a wood fire. It was here, along the Obi Creek in Australia, that protesters tried to stop builders from digging up a platypus habitat to build a supermarket. A habitat is the environment in which an animal lives. For several years, the protesters battled with police, construction workers, and officials from the supermarket chain. In the summer of 2005, the situation grew more intense as workers began clearing the land. "We're not moving until we save this place," protester John Woodlands told a reporter. "Odd duck. Why all the fuss about the platypus? Although the platypus is far from rare, it only lives on the continent of Australia. The animal is an endangered species and is protected under Australian law. It is also a weird-looking critter. When European explorers reached Australia in the 16 and 1700s, they first saw this animal with a furry coat, a duck-like bill, 4 webbed feet, and a flat tail like a paddle. The animal uses its front limbs for swimming. Its tail functions as a rudder. The platypus acts like an amphibian, at home both on land and in the water. But the platypus is not an amphibian. It's a mammal. Mammals are warm-blooded animals. Most mammals, such as humans, produce milk. Specifically, the platypus is a mammal known as a monotreme. Unlike most mammals, monotremes lay eggs and provide milk to their young, directly through the skin. Only 2 monotremes exist, the platypus and the echidna. I don't know what this. Oh, it says echidna. This whole cut up paste of the reading is really hard to do. The echidna, or spiny anteater. The platypus lives along the banks of eastern Australia's lakes, rivers, ponds, and streams. It uses its bill and nose to sniff out food at the bottom of the waterways. Its large, flat, furry tail stores fat for the long winters. Pollution is killing off the species, and construction of homes and commercial buildings is destroying its habitat. Construction proceeds. At Camp Platypus, protesters hoped the supermarket chain would rethink its decision to build the store, but that proved unlikely. Construction was completed. Many protesters promised never to shop at the store. Nevertheless, although the platypus is an odd-looking creature, it still has a lot of friends around the world. Platypus fast facts. Scientific name. I'm not reading that. Habitat. Streams, rivers, and lakes near the east coast of Australia. Description. Short, dense, dark brown fur. 2-inch wide bill, hairless, webbed feet, flat furry tail. 1 to 2 foot long body. Defense. Males have spurs on their hind feet that contain poisonous venom. The animal's sting can kill a dog. Reproduction. Females generally lay 2 eggs at a time. Babies attach themselves to the fur under a mother's belly to drink her milk. So these are your questions. These are the comprehension questions. Number 1. The platypus is unusual in many ways. Which of the following statements about the platypus is not true? A. The platypus only has 3 webbed feet. B. The platypus lives in Australia. C. The platypus lays eggs. Or D. The platypus provides milk to its young directly through the skin. Number 2. How does the author organize the information in this passage? A. The author lists events of the platypus life in chronological order. B. The author identifies the problems facing the platypus and provides some solutions. C. The author compares the viewpoints of those who want to save the platypus with those who want to destroy its habitats. Or D. The author describes an effort to save the platypus and then describes the animal in detail. Number 3. Read the sentences. Number 1. In summer 2005, the situation grew more intense as workers began clearing the land. 2. We're not moving until we save this place, protester John Woodlands told a reporter. How does sentence 2 relate to sentence 1? A. Sentence 2 supports sentence 1's claims that the situation grew more intense. B. Sentence 1 supports sentence 2's claim that John Woodlands would not move. C. Sentence 2 contrasts with sentence 1, giving an opposite opinion. Or D. Sentence 2 provides details about the summer of 2005 mentioned in sentence 1. Number 4, read the sentences. And a flat tail like a paddle. The animal uses its front limbs for swimming. Its tail functions as a rudder. The author uses words in this sentence to compare the platypus to A. Dolphin, B. Wooden beam, C. Human, or D. Boat. Number 5, what is this passage mostly about? A. The effects of platypus protection. B. The difference between Australian and other continents' animals. C. The platypus's unique feature and efforts to save them. Or D. Differing viewpoints on the importance of saving the platypus. Number 6, read this sentence. We're not moving until we save this place, protester John Woodlands told a reporter. What does John Woodlands mean? Use evidence from the text to support your answer. Number 7, read this sentence. Nevertheless, although the platypus is an odd-looking creature, it still has a lot of friends around the world. What does the author mean? Use evidence from the text to support your answer. Number 8, the question below is an incomplete sentence. Choose the answer that best completes the sentence. Many people are trying to save the platypus blank. The supermarket will probably be built anyway. A, even though, B, while, C, because, D, after. Then your other questions are character questions. Number 1, based on John Woodland's words, we know that he is A, optimistic, B, appreciative, C, forgiving, or D, determined. Number 2, the people at Camp Platypus are willing to A, give in to the developers if necessary, B, give up comfort for a good cause, C, protect the platypus by keeping predators away, or D, allowing construction of homes but not commercial buildings. Number 3, the Australian problem that most directly affects the welfare of the platypus is B, A, lack of rainfall in the desert areas, B, fast growth of marketing corporations, C, pollution of streams, lakes, and rivers, or D, isolation of the West Coast communities. Number 4, what makes the platypus especially unusual is that although it is a mammal, it A, lays eggs, B, is a monotreme, C, depends heavily on a watery habitat, or D, all of the above. And then last but not least, number 5, what kinds of personal traits do people have who to protest the building of supermarkets in order to save animals? That's the article and the 14 questions that go with it. If you are stuck on something or don't understand, reach out and I'll be here to help. All right. Bye.